Hey guys, and welcome back to the Retail Rip Review. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to open up some football cards, but not the football that we're used to. We're going to open up some 2026 Topps Chrome Premier League cards. Let's quickly talk about what we're looking for, and then we'll get into them. So why are we opening Topps Chrome Premier League? Well, why not, I guess. But, just to let you on a little secret, I'm actually a huge Premier League fan. And in some ways, the Premier League is one of my favorite leagues out of all the professional leagues because the team that I support, which is Chelsea, by the way, Cole Palmer here on the front, I feel like is one of my favorite teams of all time. And it may be the team that I actually follow, the most closely as far as, in-depth in news and analysis and things like that. So, it's not all just baseball and football and basketball out there. Plenty of other sports out there, and happy to say that Topps does extend their Chrome treatment to soccer cards as well. So I thought we would grab a couple of these boxes and open up and see what they had to offer. The boxes themselves tell you to look for 2 exclusive Monday Night Lights inserts per box, and you can kind of see them right here. Those look pretty cool, and they got some good names on there. I'm sure the people that we'll find probably won't be as good. And then also 4 exclusive Ray Wave parallels per box. And I think you can get numbered parallels of the Ray Wave, colored parallels and things like that. And obviously there's a chance for autos and things like that as well too. But I would love to pull something from any Chelsea player. That would be great. I don't expect anything, just kind of going into this a little bit blind. Don't have a great baseline as far as any of the inserts or even what the cards really look like. So we'll all get to figure that out together. Let's go ahead and check them out. Let's go ahead and bust into box number 1 here. It's gonna be 7 packs with 4 cards each. And like I said, I'm a big Premier League fan, but even that being said, there's going to be plenty of people that I don't recognize because you're not a soccer fan. The turnover on the rosters is pretty significant, and there's always a lot of upcoming prospects and academy players. I just have no idea who they are. So for the big teams and the big players, maybe, but I might struggle with some of these. But we're just going to power through it. Let's go ahead and open up our first pack here. All right, so here's a look at the Topps Chrome Premier League cards here. I actually think these look pretty good. Players kind of framed here in in the middle of this border. This is David Raya here, a goalkeeper for Arsenal. Pretty big year for the Gunners. Yeah, I'm gonna fill this in with some soccer talk here. So if you don't like soccer, you're probably not gonna like this episode because that's all we're gonna talk about. Pretty big year for Arsenal here. I'm not an Arsenal fan, obviously being a Chelsea fan, so I really hope that they kind of bottle it, but I feel like maybe this is finally gonna be their year. And we also have Dominic Calvert-Lewin here on Leeds, formerly of Everton. Here in Tyler Dibbling. And we're gonna get one of our first inserts here. This is called Golazo here with Kobe Mainoo of Manchester United. That's pretty cool. Kobe's kind of come back into form here recently after the change in coach. Good for him. They said the cards look good. I'm not really familiar with a lot of the inserts, but I expect they all kind of just look like similar to this. Some of the ones I was reading about had some pretty funny names. They're like, Give Him His Flowers was one that I heard or saw, and then another one was like The Streets Won't Forget. I was like, what are we going for with some of these? Here's Hwang Hee-chan here for Wolves. I feel like I'm glad I recognize most of these people here. Chris Wood. This is going to be for Nottingham Forest, and we're going to get our first Ray Wave, and it's going to be a numbered one. Awesome. This is going to be Habib Diarra for Brentford. No, wait, Sunderland, I believe. Yeah, this is going to be numbered out of 275. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I have a little blurb about him on the back here, and I think the Ray Waves look pretty good in general, so I think that's a good parallel for them to pick. I'm not sure how common the numbered cards in it are in the boxes. Hopefully we'll see in our second box as well too. We're gonna get a standard Ray Wave here with Gabriel Magalas. I think I pronounced that right. Not sure. Arsenal player though, who cares, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, next pack here, we're gonna get, man, not sure about you, sir, Jamaldine Jamo Alaba, okay. Here we have Yankuba Minta for Brighton. We're gonna get a refractor here with Jean-Philippe Mateta for Crystal Palace. There was some drama involving him this last transfer window. He didn't quite get that move away. And it's gonna be our first exclusive Monday Night Lights insert here with Dwight McNeil for Everton. That's a pretty cool looking card, actually, I like that. So, depending on the name, once again, I think that this could be pretty collectible as far as the looks of it go. And the Chrome cards in general just always look pretty good. Just feel a little bit more sturdy. They feel premium, or maybe that's just, oh, I see a Chelsea symbol. Hey, it's our boy Cole Palmer here too. He's obviously the Chelsea starlet. No, little step back this year, but he's still chugging along. I expect nothing but good things moving forward here too. So we'll go ahead and put you up here, Cole. And put any Chelsea players we find up here. We're also going to get Christian Romero for Spurs. Tough season for Spurs. I don't even know if I need to go into that anymore here. We also have our first Ray Wave in this pack is going to be Shea Lacey, forward for Manchester United. Not familiar with you. You must be a young lad. And we're going to get another insert here with Danny Welbeck. This is back when he was on Arsenal. Certainly doesn't play for them anymore. But what is this called? Let's see here. STH. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that. It's got some broken hearts on there, but that's pretty cool. Like it when they you feature players, it kind of like in a retro way here. I don't know who Danny plays for now. Maybe Brighton, but the fact that he's still playing in the Premier League is pretty awesome. He's like 38 now, I think. Here we have, let's just call you Hartman, defender for who's that? It's gonna be Burnley, I think. Let's move on. Let's see here, Sekou Kone for Manchester United, another one I'm not familiar with. We're gonna get another refractor here, Rory Wilson, forward for Aston Villa. Go ahead and put you over there. And we're gonna get an insert here called Alive and Kicking, Harvey Elliott, which is so funny considering Harvey Elliott's play. Not to get too deep in the weeds of Premier League stuff, but Harvey Elliott's just kind of like stuck in limbo at Villa. Like he went on loan there and they don't want to play him because they don't want to activate his buy clause. So he's just kind of sitting there. So it's kind of debatable if he's alive and kicking. So that's kind of funny that he was on that. All right, we're going to have Milos Kerkez for a defender for Liverpool. Tough year for him so far, but maybe it'll end in a good way. Harry Wilson, midfielder for Fulham, pretty good player. Granit Xhaka. And we're going to end with our Ray Wave here of Sung-Soo Park. This is going to be for Newcastle. And this is going to be our last pack in our first box. So we got one numbered card, and so far we've gotten all of our established Ray Waves and things. So we should get one more Monday Night Lights in this pack. It's going to be Kevin Schade here on Brentford. And this is going to be Thomas Souček for West Ham. Tough year for them. And it's going to be our other Monday Night Lights here. It's going to be a rookie of Gustavo Nunez. Yeah, I'm not familiar with you, sir, but he plays for Brentford, so there you go. The Bees, kind of a cool club name. And our last Ray Wave is going to be Richarlison here. Another Spur. Like I said, yeah, tough year for Spurs. I'm sad to say I'm kind of rooting for him to go down this year just because I kind of want to see the chaos that follows. But we'll get into that in another video, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and get into box number 2. All right, let's go ahead and break into box number 2. Go through this one a little bit quicker here. And I think the first box, my favorite card is probably that Danny Welbeck Broken Heart card. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But I like the looks of that. I have a golden boot buyback here if anybody's interested. All right, let's go ahead and open up pack number 1. I'd love to get some of the young Chelsea players like Esteval. Hopefully we'll get some of that. Here we have Dan Dodoya for Nottingham. Here we have Diakite. This is he plays for Bournemouth. Yeah, some of these it's really hard to read the names and then quickly try to figure out what the team symbol is. If it's not your team, you don't really pay attention to them as much. And you have here Brahan Gruda for Brighton, and our first Ray Wave is going to be Kevin Schade again. Here we had him in the last box for the Brentford Bees. Moving on to the next pack. We start out here with Luam Tukana. Forward for, what is that? Burnley. Okay, Burnley one I don't really recognize that well. Jose Sa, goalkeeper for Wolves. Once again, tough year. And our first Monday Night Lights is going to be Adama Traore. What a career for him. He's kind of a journeyman, but he's been all over the place. And he also has some of the most massive thighs I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like this card isn't really doing him justice. This dude is a beast. So let's go ahead and put you over there, sir. And our next Ray Wave is going to be to Johnny Reinders from Man City. That's a good name. Go ahead and put you up there. Any of the big club names, happy to get, because at least I recognize the players. All right, we're going to get our other boy, Joao Pedro. I feel like this is a great time to pull this card. He's in tremendous form right now. He's scored like 6 in his last like 5 or 6 games. But keep it going, buddy. Let's push all the way to the Champions League. We have Anton Stack here for Leeds. You're going to get Ismail Assar for Crystal Palace. And then we're going to get another one of these Broken Heart ones here with Michael Owen. Yeah, these are kind of cool. I like that. Once again, I'm a big fan of throwbacks here, but Michael Owen when he was on Manchester United. So this was kind of I think this is like the tail end. He started out so promising, then he bounced around and was injured. I feel like he ended up at Man United at the end. I'll have to double check on that, but that's cool. All right, we have John McGinn here, midfielder for Aston Villa. There's Ryan Shirky, pretty good first season for him here for Man City. And we are going to get another numbered card here too. It's going to be Daichi Kamada, midfielder for Crystal Palace. It's going to be another one numbered 2 out of 275, these yellow Ray Waves. So, you know, a numbered card in each of the boxes. I guess that's pretty much all you could really hope for. Another regular Ray Wave of Yohan Wissa, forward for the Newcastle. So, you know, like I said, that in mind, I feel like at least they're coming through on that. I feel like with blasters, especially like a Chrome blaster, you know, these cost $30 each. So I feel like you should probably get at least one numbered card in each of that. I'm not saying you should get an auto, but, you know, just a little something here. Here's Brennan Johnson back when he was on the Spurs. And get a future stars here of Chemsdine Talbi. I'm not sure if that was actually how you pronounce that. Apologize. Obviously, I'm not familiar with you, another Sunderland player. And we're going to get, let's see, a refractor here of Hartman. We pulled him in the first box, I believe. And this is going to be our other Monday Night Lights here, a rookie of Chris Rigg. Yeah, that's another one, another Sunderland player. Sunderland making a push for the boys list? Nah, you don't think they'll be in the Premier League long enough for that. 2 packs left. Here, Lucas Paqueta, he's back in Brazil now. Yeah, you can just stay there, buddy. And Nick Woltemade, you know, he started out so hot, and then I just feel like things have kind of gone south for him there too. Pierre Bafode Diakite, sorry, sir. Well, we pulled you in the previous one too. They're on the Ray Wave. And another Harvey Elliott alive and kicking. Come on now, that's kind of trolly for that. Poor guy. Well, nothing more to say about that. Next pack, our last pack here, start out with Martin Odegaard for Arsenal, Harry Howell here for Brighton, another refractor of Hwang Hee-chan. We pulled a Ray Wave of him, I believe, in the first one. Yes, and this is the Streets Won't Forget. I was hoping we would pull this. This is with Aaron Lennon back when he was on the Spurs. That's cool. So it's another like kind of throwback one there too. 290 Premier League or 280 Premier League appearances for Tottenham Hotspur. That's awesome. I'm not sure if Streets Won't Forget is a short print or not. I just kind of saw a couple of the names and just really liked the names of them. So we're going to put that there. Although I do like the looks of that card as well. That's probably my favorite out of the set because of the fun name. Although, you know, once again, pretty happy to pull our Chelsea players as well. Overall, these were pretty fun, I think. You know, especially if you're a fan of the Premier League. Well, I say especially. If you're not a fan of the Premier League, I don't know why you would want to open these. I guess there's a chance that you could pull an auto of a player, but for a soccer player, I don't know. You get a lot of obscure ones, kind of like the middle relievers in baseball. You get a lot of these random guys that never see the field, so your mileage may vary on that. But overall, I was pretty pleased with these. Just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in to something a little bit different here on the Retail Rip Review. Like I said, it's not all just football, baseball, and basketball around here. We can do other sports too. I'm not going to say this is going to be a regular occurrence here, but every now and then we got to switch things up. Thank you guys so much for watching the Retail Rip Review.